names. So see, everybody is having their own way to articulate their thoughts. Okay, and I always say one thing only, that pick up your interest. What
Yes.
is your interest? What is your niche?
Hi, Undu. Good afternoon. How are you?
Very good afternoon, Kirti. I'm doing well. How about you? Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah, I am also pretty well. Thank you for asking. So we know to each other but for audience, they know you, I know, but for audience, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm delighted to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Indu. I hail from Himachal Pradesh. Presently, I'm living in Delhi. I am a mother of two beautiful daughters and devoted homemaker. In terms of my hobbies, I have plethora of hobbies. Dancing is my ultimate stress buster, but nowadays spoken English is taking over dancing too. However, recently I have created my YouTube channel for enhancing my communication skills and to interact with people. So that's all about today.
Yeah, it's nice, Indu. So let me introduce myself also. Yeah, my name is Kirti. Basically, I hail from Bihar, but currently I live in Bangalore. I am also homemaker as well as mother of one kid. Apart from this, I have also plethora of hobbies, but nowadays I indulge myself to learn this language. So this is add-on in my hobby actually. Moreover, I have created my channel for learning purpose also because I want to enhance my communication skills. So that is pretty much about me. So
And wow, and wonderful. And yes, I'm so happy for you that you took this plunge for yourself, because I have been experiencing this thing that YouTube is the one of the best option if you want to consistent with this language. So yeah, I'm so happy that you finally came out from your comfort zone.
yeah, thank you. It is my pleasure actually. Yeah, that is the most important thing. We should always come out our comfort zone. Then we have to learn anything, right?
Yes, absolutely true. That is the first stepping stone. I
Yes.
always say to myself and everyone that growth doesn't come in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Anyhow, whether you like it or not, just push yourself for the first step. Not you initially we have to try to boil the ocean, but only take that first step. Eventually, you would feel that how things are falling into place.
Yeah, because everybody knows about you means how you are thriving means you are improving day by day and you are grooming yourself. So this is hats off for you, and it is totally very difficult to manage with two kids also. So, but you are doing very well.
Thank you so much for your kind words, dear. And of course, I always say this thing to everyone that if I can do it, you can do better than me.
Yeah,
Okay, because everybody is having their own potential.
yeah,
However, means we are confined ourselves into some priorities. Okay, we are not putting our dreams on the front burner of the gas. But I always say that everything is possible. It's just
yeah,
your mindset, and it's not that means we are having too many things. How we would squeeze out some time for ourselves.
yes,
Uh, if you know that I have to do something for myself, anyhow you would manage some time for yourself. I'm not saying that for learning any new skill you have to devote your means 2 hours 3 hours. Start with at least 2 minutes, okay,
yes.
and then gradually you will see that how these 2 minutes keeps on increasing every single day. So it's only you should have that tenacious within you, and that determined should be there.
Yeah,
If you
and
know your goal, so we can go through it.
yeah, definitely it is true. Means if you have a burning desire to do anything, so you can do, means we can do that, right? Otherwise, if we don't have any kind of goal, so we cannot do, right?
Absolutely true.
Yeah. So I have a question, means everybody wants to know means how to improve their vocabulary because if someone who are learning this language. So for some instances they also feel stuck because of vocabulary. So how they will improve their vocabulary? Because I know you are doing a good job, and everybody knows about you, means you are a idiom queen, right? Means you can easily learn that. So I also wants to know, because I am not into in the idiom and phrasal verbs. So sometimes I try to use that thing. And yeah, and one day, means I connected with Suman also. She was also saying, means you are doing very well. You told us how to use that idioms in any situation.
Thank you so much for your kind words, first of all. And see, Kirti, when it comes to speaking in idioms, so see, everybody is having their own way to articulate their thoughts. Okay. And I always say one thing only, that pick up your interest. What
Yes.
is your interest? What is your niche? Okay. I'm not saying that we should always speak in idioms, phrasal verbs, or whatever it is coming to your mind, but it is my genre,
Yes.
which I have found till now, that whenever I'm using any phrase, collocation, idiom, so it is giving me that immense happiness. Okay, and this is the thing which is standing me among crowd. So, and anyhow, I like it. Because I know it's not easy for me in the initial period of time to pick up the words and use in your vocabulary, but I have also burned a midnight oil for this thing. And for learning any new idiom, I can go the extra mile. Now I have learned this thing over the period of time. But when I started my journey, I first try to figure out what is my niche, what is my interest, and how I can increase my vocabulary. Okay. And when it comes to increasing your vocabulary, I don't think that for speaking in English, you should have tons of vocabulary. No. Earlier, I used to think in this way only, okay, that we should have n number of vocabulary in our brain, then only we but I always say that whatever your emotion is there, try to articulate your thoughts. That's
Yes.
it. Okay. For example, if you are feeling thirsty, so try to articulate your thoughts that I am feeling thirsty. I think I need to drink a glass of water. That's
Yes.
it. Pick up the emotion and translate it. No need to go for the big fancy words in your initial period of time. Okay,
Yes.
once you are getting that, you are getting comfortable, or you are feeling now you can speak for any topic, and you are getting good grip over this language, just pick up ahead 1%. Try to challenge yourself in front of fluent speaker, and whosoever is speaking with good choice of vocabulary, how you are challenging yourself there. Okay, and somewhere I felt this thing in my life, that it's high time to focus on towards your accuracy, and that's why
Yes.
I chose this path for myself, because I am inclined towards teaching career. Okay, so for that, you should be accurate with your things first. Then only
Yes.
we can teach to others. Okay, but it's not with everyone, because English is having broad spectrum. Okay, everybody's need in English is different. If I talk about homemaker, their need is different. If I talk about as a news anchor, their need is different.
Yes.
Okay, if I talk about I want to become a public speaker. So my need is different. So as per our need, which kind of content we are consuming, okay, and how we have to execute in our life. That is the thing. I always say that pick a one phrase as per your convenience and frame your sentences. Try to describe your own life in this
Yes.
language. Then you would see that you don't need dictionary, Google, or anything to express yourself in this language, and how effortlessly we can speak in this language.
Yes, and it is true. Means when we have to start to our self to compare to other, no, that time we also fumble because sometimes we see okay, other people are doing very well, so why I am not using that idioms, and but it's totally depend on the people to people how they are learning and how they are articulate their thoughts because it is not. I think if you are into in this genre, so definitely you can learn that still I am also struggling means because it is not my cup of tea because it is not easy for me means I can easily learn the any new word but idiom it is not for me means sometimes I try but it's depend on the people to people I will say.
Yes, absolutely true. Whatever you are saying, it's absolutely true. And see, I cannot say this thing directly that it's not your cup of tea. Okay. See, if you are interested, pick up the phrase which you like most.
Yes,
Okay. Don't go for the big things initially. Just when I started, what was my like six idiom which I have learned. That is when I am at confusion state, which kind of idiom I have to use, and if I am very happy, which kind of idiom or phrases I have to use. Okay, now you tell me. It's so simple. Okay,
yes,
like for happy, we can use pick up that. Okay, I am over the moon.
yes,
I'm on cloud nine. I'm in my high spirit. Okay, I'm happy in my element. I'm like I don't need anybody right now. I am touching the purple phase of my life. So these are the things. I'm not saying that pick up many things, but if I'm saying that I'm happy in my own bubble, for that I pick up that idiom. I used that idiom for 50 times in a day. Got
but
it?
you know
So
that is the problem means sometimes I also thought okay means I mean actually means perplex how to use that because sometimes we have to use in correct way if we are using in that idiom in wrong way so it meaning will different right means
absolutely.
whatever is meaning we can go wrong so that is the main problem means that's why I try means sometimes I try to use that, but sometimes I chicken out actually.
It's okay. It's absolutely fine. See, it needs only practice. That's
Yes,
it. Nothing much. Okay. Only the thing is practice. So, which I'm saying that for confusion, okay, I pick up two emotion, my confusion one and my happy one. Okay.
yes,
And for next 5 days, what I did, I try to, whenever I'm confused, I try to use that phrases as many times. Okay. I can use. So now it is like I can say tip of my tongue. My brain knows, my tongue knows, my muscles, they are aware about this thing. Okay. So whenever I am like on the fence or I am at catch 22 situation, okay,
yes,
or I am perplexed, I am contemplating. So see, I'm not going the extra mile. These words are coming automatically. Okay. These phrases are coming automatically.
yes,
Okay. I'm not at crossroad. So the thing is that it's not that with one day or within a fraction of seconds these things come in my life. Okay,
yes,
what I did whenever I'm going through any new idiom or phrase, because that is my daily routine. Okay, I every day I learn one new phrase, one new idiom, one new collocation. That is the rule or a basic funda of my life. Now it's challenge for me is that use that thing. Okay, as many time as I can give the training to my brain. So lately I have nowadays that idiom is my favorite one, that heavy the head that wears the crown. Okay, now imagine the situation. Heavy the head, okay, that wears the crown. That
yes,
great responsibilities comes with the great power. Okay, and
yes,
great power doesn't come with like you are not doing nothing. It comes with your great responsibility. So fame always comes with a great responsibility. Now I we can say for saying one expression, I do have five different ways. Okay, five different ways to say one thing. if I have to say this thing that simply in simple English, I can say that, of course, yeah, it's not easy. Okay,
Yeah.
every responsibility comes with every star comes with the responsibility. It's a simple way. But if I'm saying this thing in idiom or in proverb, that heavy the head that wears the crown. So how it is sounding? It is sounding so natural, fluent, like native speakers.
Yes.
Okay. On the top of that, we are increasing our vocabulary, putting our emotion, and picking one phrase. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I have learned this phrase. It's been, I can say, 70 times I have used this phrase. Now it's tip of my tongue. Okay.
That
So
is the
this is
reason
the
which,
mantra.
yeah, that is the reason which you can easily learn that, right?
Yes, and today why I have spilled the tea about this thing, because many learner means they are approaching me and I am getting result from this thing. So today I shared the ground reality of learning behind my idioms or whatever phrases or idiom or collocation I have learned. So I am learning in this way. Okay, pick up one thing, repeat as many times as you can, and frame your own sentences. And the challenge is that use, it's not only for jotting down, or your head shouldn't speak English, you should speak English out loud. Okay, and try to make other person understand as simple as easy you can. Okay, because we always say this thing that we are the queen of our castle. We always say this thing. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
now you can say that our head is so heavy. Okay, we do have authority, we do have power, we are the queen, we are wearing the crown. But does it come with like no responsibility? No. So that's why I'm saying that I can feel that emotion. This idiom is not for me, it is not idiom or proverb. For me, it is an emotion. And
Yes,
our
yes.
brain catches emotions 20 times faster than regular words. So
Yeah.
this is the neuroscience.
Yeah,
So
because
just this is the basic reality.
yeah, because we whatever we are using with emotion, so that meaning sense means different sense, right? So
Yes,
we can easily articulate our thoughts, right? Okay, so
yes,
other question is that do you think communication is the most important life skill?
yes. Yes. Well, when it comes to communication skills, I always say that everybody should have this skill, how to communicate. Okay. Communicate doesn't mean to brag yourself, to flaunt yourself in front of others. Okay. It means that how you are conveying your message. The communicate word itself means communicate, means two person are talking, how we are trying to make them understand, how we are articulating our thoughts. Okay, so it's just like message how we are sending to receiver, and how receiver we are pursuing from the receiver. So it is two-way process, it's not one-way process. Okay, and as you know that in today's world, apart from their basic skill, I do believe that communication skill plays significant role in our life. No matter whether you can like sell yourself, if you have very good, if you are very good at your communication skills, you can present yourself 10 times better than whatever the your basic like
Yes.
I can say the degree or whatever hobby you are pursuing. You can present yourself like as much as you can. How it is possible? Everything is possible because of communication skills.
Yes, fair enough. Actually, means it is a true. Actually, when we know how to, we know how to communicate to other person, so we can easily articulate our thought, and easily we have to convey our thoughts to other person, and they can also understand to each other. So that is the most important thing is nowadays, I will say.
Yes, absolutely true.
Yeah. So, how can a person improve their decision making skills?
Okay, like today you are coming up with very good questions, and Your also thought process is working, and I'm so happy that you are giving me this cognitive thinking ability. Okay, well, I would love to give this answer. Yes, we can improve our decision making skills by taking small decision, not big decision. Okay, for example, we are a homemaker, and for the homemaker, I can say that we can start with small things. What we can prepare today in breakfast, okay, or lunch, so we can pick up, okay, shall we go for this or this? It's time to take decision fast. How we can take it? Set your priorities. Okay, what is necessary for you for the time being? Let alone everything, but set your priorities, write down your goals, pick up your pen and diary. I am telling you, Kirti, that this picking up the pen and diary or writing down your priorities, it can take you from average to excellence for decision making power. Why? Because we are setting our priorities. What
Yes.
is our today's priority? What we have to do it. Okay. Otherwise, we tend to overthink and we are just declining our decision making power. And I do believe that. We have this ability in our brain, anyhow we are draining it with taking unnecessary trivial things which is not matter, it doesn't matter for our life. Okay, but we are literally, we tend to overthink for the trivial things like, okay, she is doing this, I have to do this. We are comparing, we are like coming across on social media so many things, and we are saying this is not necessary for us. By the end of the day, we are feeling that we are on the hamster wheel without any cheese, and again we are giving stress to our brain. Okay, so I say that, I always say that, pick up one thing. Like if I have to go outside, okay, so I don't give these many thoughts what I have to wear. Okay, so it's every girl problem, that what we have to wear before going outside. Your mindset should be there. I have to go hospital, I have to wear this. Okay, I have to go to temple, means I can wear this. So when you have that clarity in your vision, okay, so you can choose things, and you can save your time or save your energy for rest of the things. And this thing I have learned from Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Captain Cool, that if you are taking your decision at the drop of the hat and you have that clarity within you, you can visualize your future. So this is the power for decision making.
Yes, I totally resonate with you. Means if we have a clear mindset, so we can easily make a decision actually. So always we should try to be in clear mindset.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. So other question is, why is it important to learn from failures?
Learn from
Failures.
failures.
Yeah.
Failures, why it is important? Well, when it comes to failure, so failure gives us that when you are going through such situations, it gives us that energy, okay, that power, that exploring ourselves in other different ways. Okay, so because if you are getting success in your life, you don't have time to do experiment with yourself. Okay, but if you are getting failed in your field, like I got failed many times in my field. Okay, and but I didn't give up throughout my journey, for it's been me 15 years I'm trying to learn this language, but honestly speaking I was not giving my efforts. Okay, by the end of the day I can say 9 months ago I took this plunge for myself. Whatever failures happened in my life, okay, try to jot it down. Okay, what thing I have learned from that failure, other thing I have learned from that failure. So when we are learning through a hard way in our life, that teaches us how strong we are, how resilient we are. Okay, we do have that perseverance energy. Okay, we can go the extra mile, we can weather the storm in 10 different worlds. Why I'm saying this thing? Because I got 36 marks in my 12th standard out of 100 in English. Okay, that day I have decided I have to make my career in this field. Why? Because I hit the rock bottom. That gave me the kick. Okay, but for last 15 years, that thought was there in my head only. Okay, it didn't come outside, but now it is coming. It is not
Yes.
for the 9 months journey. It is from my since my childhood, whatever the failure I got in my life. That time I didn't dig deeper that why this thought is coming, but now I can relate. Why everybody is saying, Hindu, why you are too ambitious to learn this language? Because that thought give me that failure, give me that power, but I don't want to waste my energy to think another different way. I want to amplify my negative thoughts energy to turn into my opportunities. Okay, and that day I manifested this thing. I didn't say this thing to anywhere, not on my channel as well. Today I'm spilling the beans of this thing as well, that in my 12th standard, when I got 36 marks in my English subject, then I told to myself that I have to make my career in this field. And now, after like many years, this thing is really happening. So I do believe that right things happen on right time and everything is possible. And every failure teaches you the things which books cannot teach you, which people cannot teach you. Nobody could teach you such kind of things which your failure could teach you.
Yeah, that is the reason you are day by day improving yourself and you become a resilient and you are determined about this language. So, yeah, means failure always teaches us, and if we chicken out from failure, so we cannot grow in our life. And that time we don't give up ourselves, and just we have to put heart and soul to learn. Anyhow, we try to achieve that thing. So that is the most important lesson, I think. If you are failure in your life, so don't give up, just take a plunge and start yourself and go to the extra mile, right?
Yes, and why this thought came to my mind, why I have shared my personal story, because yesterday only I was doing something and I got that mark sheet, okay, in my hand, and then I got to know, oh my God, I got this much marks in my 12th standard, and I was like, for that, and I never, I can say, I never cry over spilled milk in my life. Whatever I'm getting, I'm happy with myself. But the thing is this, that I was aware about this thing, that this was the burning desire within me. Okay, the
Yes.
seed was already there. Like it's been, I can say, many years. I did my 12th in the year of 2012. Okay, so now you can imagine that how these dots are connecting. Okay, earlier it was like means rambling here, there only. Okay,
Yes.
but now it is connecting, and I can visualize myself where I was, and right now where I am, and after 3 years where I would go. So
Yeah,
in this
because
way, I
we
manifestation.
have a clear vision, and if someone guiding you, and we have a right path also, so we can achieve that.
Absolutely true. And I do believe that we should have like right mindset for this
Yes.
thing. The first thing. Second thing is that never ever sell yourself short.
Yeah.
Okay? Whatever it is, whatever you are, it's okay. Okay? Don't let others to pull you down. Okay? Keep your
Yes.
chin up all the time, and whatever you can do from your side, give your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Don't say that I don't know, I cannot do, because these things also having immense power. So try to say that yes, instead of this thing, I'm improving, I'm learning, I'm growing, and one day I would definitely achieve my goals.
Yes, I think we are running out of the time because I enjoy your conversation. Means whenever I listen in the group conversation, so that time I always try to listen you, and I always try to how to implement that idiom in my conversation also. Means sometimes I tried, but I thought whenever I use that, so my sentence will go wrong. So that is the reason I was not using. I was also in conundrum how to use that idioms and all. So, but day by day, I am trying to, because I am learning this language. So definitely, whatever we have learned, I have to implement in our conversation. Then we have to utilize that things, right?
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes,
we also
absolutely true.
forget everything. So you have any question? Otherwise, we have to call it a day.
Okay, no, I just want to tell you this thing that you are already doing well. And as I have mentioned, that I'm so happy for you, and you have also improved a lot. So just keep growing and keep doing, because I'm also running along with the time. But I am curious about your journey as well. For that, we can plan one more session.
Yeah.
And till the time we can wind up this session. But thank you so much for inviting me, and you brought a very beautiful topic that is very close to my heart. I hope I have given my bit, whatever I want to share with your
No, no,
audience and
you
as
are
you well.
giving means good suggestion to other will also learn how to implement that idioms and all, how to you means recall that thing, because it is a way some people they are learning, so they thought, okay, why am I not using? So that time they always negative things. So that is not a I will say big deal. Just we have to keep patience in ourselves and keep trying and trying. Then we have to learn this.
Absolutely true. Just keep going, keep thriving, keep challenging yourself, and keep showing up,
Yes.
despite all these problems and whatever the conundrum is coming on your way. Okay, try to make it plausible as much as you can. And of course, we are ready to weather the storm. We all are thriving for our goal, and we are on right track. So definitely we will achieve everything.
Yeah, thank you for your giving time actually, because I was means messaging you for long time, but you don't have a time, and I also don't. Sometimes I don't have a time, so that time is not matching. But today I thought no, okay, Indu is coming, so I will ask all the question with her.
Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Actually, last days were not good for me because of my health issues.
Yeah,
I was
I
not pressurizing myself.
yeah.
And
So
for
how is
that
your
reason, also, I have just cut back on some of the sessions. But now I'm taking like one session in a day, not more than that, because I want to stay consistent throughout my journey. And I always enjoy whenever I'm connecting with people.
yeah? So how is your teeth now?
Yeah, it's going well, but it's been only 1 month, and it's painful,
Yes.
horrible whenever I do brush. And it's not easy because I have set some other priorities for my nutrition as well. So it was deteriorating my health. So for that reason, I took a break for the time being. But now I am back on the track. However, my platter is already overflowing, but I'm trying to squeeze out some time for myself or my learning journey, because I do have immense love for this language. And yeah, I don't want to waste even a 1 second.
Yeah, because you are day by day improving yourself and thriving yourself nicely actually. So we all are learning from you also.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I always say this thing that everybody is having that potential within us. Only the thing is that give that push, okay?
Yes.
And just do whatever you can do from your side, rather than expecting what
Yes.
result you would get. Okay, so trust the process, just go through your journey, enjoy your journey, and have that disciplined routine within you. No matter whatever the things are coming on your way, just try to give your best. That's it. Nothing too much worry about your things that, okay, one day I would become perfect, then I would start. No, whatever you are, wherever you are, whatever the things you are having, just start your day. And after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you would say that, oh my God, I have come a long way in my life. So this thing would give you that inner motivation, and you would go ahead in your life. You are on mute.
thanks a lot to coming on my channel. And yeah, thanks means this is my pleasure actually.
It's okay, dear. And likewise, I also totally enjoy this session. I try at least every day pick up, and if somebody is, it's for me. Sometimes it is overwhelmed to get back to every each and every person. But I'm trying my best because this thing that I'm a
Yeah,
mother
yeah,
of
I
toddler as
totally
well.
resonate with you because you are a mother also and you are a homemaker also. So it is a very difficult to manage everything because sometimes we also feel monotonous. We also need some rest also. So that is the more important.
Okay, Kirti. Bye bye. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Keep practicing.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Indu. Bye bye.